Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's video, a wee roundup of some very strong transfer stories and rumours, which look like Celtic may well be getting their first signing at the start of next week. Another player leaving the club at the start of next week, and apparent very positive signs for the return of Paulo, Bernardo and Idah to the club, and also a couple of other wee bits of Celtic related news as we move towards the USA tour that starts on the 21st of July against DC United. Now, before we do crack on with the full video, please do consider, if you haven't subscribed already, clicking that subscribe button. Keep the subscriber numbers pushing quicker and quicker past 700 towards 750. That would be a great post-birthday treat for me. And as always, do consider clicking the like button. Get the video seen by more and more Celtic fans and football fans, and as always, do feel free to pop your comments in the comment section regarding this video or any other current Celtic issues. Now, as I said, stories breaking late on Friday that Kasper Schmeichel had come into Celtic to sign as our new goalkeeper. The stories that came out late Friday and the start of Saturday is that Kasper Schmeichel has had a successful medical at Celtic and was going to be in negotiations with Celtic and his agent regarding a contract with Celtic. It is thought that the initial contract will be a 1-year contract to 2025 with a 1-year option to at the end of that. I dare say if things go well for Schmeichel and for Celtic in the first 6 months, that the second year will be triggered off at the start of 2025. I have to say that I'm a wee bit surprised that we're going to a 37-year-old goalkeeper to replace our retiring Joe Hart. However, there is little doubt that Kasper Schmeichel has remained as a top-class goalkeeper. He had an excellent season for Anderlecht last year in the Belgian League and had a good campaign for Denmark in the Euros just finished. It doesn't look like his skills as a goalkeeper have diminished in the least bit over recent years, and I think we are getting a good quality goalkeeper. Schmeichel is 37, 6'2" tall, and has 105 caps for Denmark. He's coming off a good season with Anderlecht last year in the Belgian League, as I said. 32 games for them, conceding 33 goals and 8 clean sheets. He previously obviously played for Leicester for many years, including several years under Brendan Rodgers, with Leicester 479 games with 147 clean sheets. And looking at his whole career, 723 games, 231 clean sheets. And so we're looking at a goalkeeper with roughly 1 clean sheet for just over every 3 games, which is excellent. His stats for his last season at Anderlecht saw him have an 80% save percentage, which is excellent, and his rating was up at 7.39. And looking at his season ratings last year, again at Anderlecht, had excellent ratings for his passing and his ability with the ball at his feet. And so I thought, as is often the case, I've popped in a wee highlight reel of his last couple of seasons. using extracts from one of the other YouTube sites along with the copyright disclosure. So we'll just pop in those highlights and then we'll finish off the Kasper Schmeichel section with a wee bit of analysis of him, and then we'll move on to the news regarding Paulo, Bernardo, adding Idah, Rio, Hatate, and a couple of other Celtic issues. So hopefully you enjoyed those highlights. I think watching those highlights and knowing Schmeichel for his excellent performances in his many years at Leicester in the English Premier League, he clearly is a very experienced goalkeeper, played at the highest level for many, many years. Good shot stopper, very quick off his line, very, very good at spreading himself to block shots, very good coming off his line to take crosses, high balls, corners, free kicks. Very good at coming off his line to clear the ball. Very capable at distributing the ball with short passes, long passes. throwouts. What I really do like a lot with him is his ability to come for the ball and command his box. When he does punch, he does get good clearance with his punches. When he saves, he either holds the ball safely or pushes the ball well wide of the post, or certainly away from the danger area. I think if it wasn't for the fact that he was 37, I would be very happy with Schmeichel coming to the club. He clearly is still committed to play football at the highest level, and I think it's a good short-term measure. And I think as long as Celtic over the next 12 months look very assiduously to bring in a goalkeeper of good quality under 30 as a long-term option, I'm entirely happy with us signing Schmeichel for preferably 2 years, so that we do get a goalkeeper in the winter window or next summer window. We can allow him to bed down, get used to Celtic, get used to the city, the pressure cooker atmosphere, and used to the Celtic club and training methods, etc. As a long-term option, Schmeichel clearly is a short-term option, but I think under the circumstances, it's a good measure. Now, with the various different rules regarding releasing details of transfers in and out, etc., over a weekend, I would expect, given all the news sites, all the multiple confirmations, that the deal should be announced sometime on Monday in a press release, and I would expect at the same time, almost certainly, we will be announcing the sale of Hyeon our South Korean centre forward, off to Genk. The story was that he was flying out on Friday afternoon for a successful medical in Belgium. It's thought that his contract details, etc., have already been negotiated and agreed to, and so I would expect on Monday morning we'll also be announcing that O has left the club. 4.2 million, I think, is a good profit. Reportedly, we bought him for 2.5 million, and so we're making well over $1.5 million in profit. And I think that money will be ploughed in to support the reported £6 million bid for Idah. There were rumours that Idah was coming to Celtic last week. Those appeared to die away when the Norwich manager said that Idah was very much part of his pre-season friendly team. However, announcements from Norwich today is that Idah is not part of the starting 11 or even on the bench for the game that Norwich has this Saturday, and so very positive that Idah will be coming to Celtic next week for a medical and contract negotiations, and so very good chance by the end of next week he should be signed up to be a Celtic player. And similarly, very positive vibes and omens regarding the Paulo Bernardo deal. It's thought that a final deal has been agreed between Celtic and Benfica, a £3.5 million base offer with various add-ons, bringing the deal up to probably around 4.5 to 5 million, and also a sell-on clause if Celtic sell Bernardo on in the future, and Benfica would get a cut of that transfer deal, and similar to the contract we had when Jota joined us from Benfica a couple of years ago. And so we've gone from a week of very little concrete, definite news to some very strong stories saying that Celtic will be buying a player on Monday, selling a player on Monday, and it's expected 2 further players. If all goes to plan, signing later in the week, all in time for the start of the American tour against DC United on the 21st of July. Now, a couple of other wee bits of news, as I was saying, just update. It would appear that Celtic have received a bid for Rio Hatate from an unnamed Russian club. That bid has been completely rejected by Celtic. I don't expect Rio Hatate will be leaving Celtic. Currently, there has been no further move on Atalanta or any of the other Italian, Spanish, or English clubs coming in for Matt O'Reilly, so he remains a player with Celtic. Last wee bit of news just wanted to cover is Alistair Johnston, who, as you're all aware, plays for Canada. They've been competing very successfully in the Copa America, and he will be playing in the fourth playoff against Uruguay this weekend. As a result, he will be joining the USA Tour late, as Rodgers is giving him a few weeks off. There's some speculation that he won't be ready for the first Scottish Premiership game against Kilmarnock at the start of the season. However, I think if he's joining the second week of the American tour, he should be fully back to match sharpness in time to play against Kilmarnock on the start of August. If not, we do actually have a good backup in Anthony Ralston to deputise for a week or two at the start of the season. However, I fully expect, given Alistair Johnston's excellent work ethic and love of the club, that he'll be ready for day one of the season against Kilmarnock, just after the flag is unfurled at Celtic for last year's championship. And just one wee bit of surprise news, again, which cropped up yesterday afternoon. Celtic will be playing a behind closed doors friendly with Burnley. Burnley appear to actually be having several behind closed door friendlies over the course of the start of this pre-season, including games against Hearts and Newcastle. And it's thought that the behind closed doors friendly will give a few of the players who are back in training but didn't play against Queen's Park and Ayr, such as Rio Hatate, Dyson Idah and Luis Palma, all a chance to get some game time prior to going off to America for the tour of 3 games over there. It's expected that the 4 Scottish players, Taylor, McGregor, Ralston and Forrest, will also be on the USA Tour. Carter Vickers also expected to be there at the start of the USA Tour, although not playing the game against DC United. So that finishes things off for today. Just a wee reminder, if you haven't already, do think about clicking that subscribe button. That would be brilliant for me. It's a wee late birthday present. As always, please do click the like button if you've liked the video, and do feel free to pop your comments in the comment section, particularly regarding Kasper Schmeichel coming to the club or leaving the club, and the prospects of Idah and Bernardo joining Celtic permanently later next week as well. So for today, a goodbye and hail, hail.